What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. I don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about Tales of the Walking Dead, Season 1, Episode 1, and a little bit of Episode 2. We're going to talk about why did they do these things in the first episode with Evie and Joe. Spoiler warning, I obviously haven't seen the episode yet, and it's going to sound like I'm nitpicking on the show, but it makes me go, why did they do a bunch of different things in the episode? It would have been better, in my opinion. The second episode, I think it's one of the worst episodes I've seen in the Walking Dead universe. I know some people love it, but that's the way it goes. I don't like it. People like it. I like it. People like it. Either way, do what you do. Like what you like. It's all good. I'm not here to say you're wrong or right. But why in the world did Evie and Joe leave the bunker? Like, I understand that Sandra was crazy and she was a walker. But why would you go find another home and hold up there? At least for a day or two. Like, they're like, yeah, can we get out of here? And I know it's a 46-minute long episode, and they have to expedite things. But the ending should have been them staying there and taking over this bunker and then deciding what to do, right? But instead, they leave, and I don't know why they're just sleeping out in the open. That just doesn't make sense, right? Like, all these walkers, did they kill them? Did they not? Were they there already? Had to sleep if they were just laying there? But this bunker was pretty darn nice. Look at this stuff. And yes, Sandra was roaming the halls after they left. And I don't know, I just wouldn't leave. Like, I'd be holding up there. It just makes sense because it's safe, it's secure. Or check into another home in the same neighborhood, the same area, right? Check it out. But Sandra was roaming the halls. You know, I don't know how much time went by, but it was probably a couple minutes after she got stabbed in the chest and then reanimated. And I know, like, again, it has to be done because again, I'm not nitpicking on the stuff. I'm just bringing up questions, food for thought. People are going to be like, hey, man, leave it alone. It's a good episode. And it was compared to the second, in my opinion. But why are they in such a hurry to leave with, I guess, Skipper is what we're going with, the lamb, goat, whatever it is. And overall, I did enjoy the episode. I like Terry Crews. Olivia Munn's okay. And the story was decent. It was kind of like, I'd rather watch this than Fear the Walking Dead Season 7. And I may go back and rewatch this episode. I've already watched it twice now, and it was pretty good. But it just doesn't make sense why they did some of the things they did here. This lady was nuts. Kind of saw it coming. And they did a lot of movie and TV tropes, zombie apocalypse tropes, like the pot brownies. Would he really be inebriated like that? I mean, I don't eat that stuff and do that stuff. And why is she dressed up like a Joker or the Joker or a clown? Like, what's going on here? Are they really just highlighting how nuts she is? The watches were kind of cool to see. I would have loved to have seen kind of one that looks like Rick's. It's kind of hard to tell. Does one of them look like Rick's watch? I like Easter eggs and callbacks, like I really do. And one of them would have been really cool to see if it was outside the case, if it was a pocket watch. And I would love for this show and this series to have connections like that. Like, it doesn't have to be Herschel's or Glenn's or whoever's, but I don't know. So ultimately, Joe is going to get carved up by this woman, and she takes his watch and gets away, and she like has a cleaver and like chops him in the chest, and the diamond really blocked it. Like, it would still hurt his chest, right? But either way, it gets away. And I have to say, like, I don't know if it was supposed to be funny or not, but she's like, ah! Like, what's going on here? Like, it's just comical. Like, it's just supposed to be a satire in the Walking Dead universe, because so far it's been that way in the first two episodes. Like, it's kind of making fun of the same universe. And I guess that's what it's supposed to be. It's doing a pretty good job. Did anyone notice Dot the I is from Ohio State? Like, the marching band in Ohio, it spells out Ohio. Like, the Ohio State marching band spells out Ohio with their members in the marching band, and then they dot the I, and then it's over. And also, You Should Be Scared. That's that lady's name. Man, you're going to fall in love with someone named You Should Be Scared? Be like, you should have ran, Joe. Come on, right? And it's sad that they make Joe make these dumb decisions. Like, come on, what happened with Gilligan and the bike and there? But the other thing that was kind of bad, in my opinion, was where they started, right? They go from Ohio to Michigan. And that's cool and all, and it's building on the Ohio State Michigan Wolverines college rivalry, which is cool. I don't know why you had to take the face mask off of the helmet. It would have been a little safer with it, and maybe put a shield on there as well. But you're leaving a lot of your stuff here. Like, he doesn't really take a lot of rations with him, and he guess he can't fit it on the bike. But you didn't think that you were going to have Olivia Munn's character Evie in the sidecar, so I guess put some more stuff there. And again, you see the Ohio map, so they go from Ohio to Michigan. Love the picture of Joe and Gilligan. It's sad that they killed the dog off so quickly. And it's been so many days into the zombie apocalypse. I think it was like 452 that we saw in Joe's bunker. And so there would be a lot of walkers around, I would assume. And they go from Ohio to Michigan, and you barely see any walkers whatsoever. And it's okay, I understand it has to be a story, and maybe the budget and the timing and the money and whatever it is, and they're in Georgia, they're not filming actually in Ohio, and they're driving around. But the fact that they go from Ohio to Michigan, does anyone see what's wrong with that? Please let me know in the comments what it would have been a better way of doing. I'll talk about that at the end of the video, but I think you should have went the other way around from Michigan to Ohio for one big reason, well, multiple reasons, but for one big reason, that's for sure. So they're just, riding around on the electric bike, which is pretty cool. I guess you could just charge it up with the solar panels on the side, and you see Joe and Evie are, building a relationship and a friendship, and they're doing well. And they get to Michigan, which is kind of a cool place that we haven't seen before, and it is kind of neat that they are expanding the World of the Walking Dead universe. But a lot of people are thinking this is Terminus, and it's probably the same filming location, but this is in Michigan. Terminus was in Georgia before the group went to Virginia. So it's not Terminus. I know some people are like, I can't believe it's Terminus before Gareth, did it. It's not the same spot, because it's not. But one of the dumbest decisions is Joe has a kill switch on his bike. You have to engage that to turn the bike on. He turns the bike on and goes back into the buildings to talk to Evie. Just turn the bike off, right? But it has to happen for the story. But it's just sad that the writing was that they did these dumb things, that Joe made dumb mistakes to really carry along the story. And it's kind of frustrating and annoying at times. It's not a big deal. I know why they did it, but they get Skipper here in place. So I guess it was a trade. The guy traded the lamb or goat or whatever Skipper actually is. What is it? Let me know in the comments. And the guy takes the bike. He's like, thanks for the bike. So this guy's just walking around with the lamb. It's like, I'm going to trade this? Like, where's the trade post and the market post that trade stuff? But as the guy speeds away, who is this guy? Military? Somewhere? And I guess once he stops the bike, I'll have to figure out the kill switch. Another main thing that I thought was pretty weak is that they're living out in the open in the woods. And then a couple times. So you couldn't find a building or a spot or a vehicle or something to hide in? Like, it just wouldn't be safe. It just would not be safe to be walking around. There'd be walkers all over the place. But again, that just really prolongs the story. It's there for what it is. Walkers are there, and they're not there. They're there. Just the continuity of it's kind of funny. But like I said, the big thing is you should have went from Michigan to Ohio. Why? Well, the main reason is what's in Ohio? What main thing of the Walking Dead universe is in Ohio? The Commonwealth. So that would have been a great way to tie this story in. They don't want to do that with Tales of the Walking Dead. And we know that the Commonwealth is in Ohio based on this paperwork that Carol found in season 11. And it's not a secret that the Commonwealth is in Ohio. They say that in the comic. And I'm sure Gimple and the people connected with the Walking Dead universe know that. So was it a planned out thing to go away from Ohio so you can't be like, hey, they should be there. That would have been great if they could tie in. Are we going to see them? Yeah. That's the way of getting around it, I guess. But I guess they can go back from Michigan to Ohio. It wouldn't be easy, and they're on foot now. But why did they do these things? Please let me know in the comments. And again, I'm not nitpicking. It's just food for discussion, breaking it down. You can think I'm being hard on it. That's fine. But ultimately, I think it's just a fun discussion to break down the episode to be like, man, is it just me? Or why did they stay in the bunker? Why were they living out in the woods? Why did they go from Michigan to Ohio for the story? You could have done anything you wanted. But am I being too hard on it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching either way. Can't wait to see some hopefully good spin-offs with Rick and Michonne, Maggie and Negan, Daryl, all that stuff. But like I said, I can't wait to watch the rest of the episodes to see if they actually get pretty good and connected or not in the Walking Dead universe. But either way, stay safe. And as always, tell them Daryl. Yo, we love